Welcome back to part 2 of our rogue deck with no 3-drops. Who needs 3-drops, man? I got one SI7 agent in my deck and that's all I fucking need, yo. I'm sorry that I said those things. Having more 3-drops makes the SI7 better. Why? Because then you can coin the SI7 as your 2-drop, also removing your opponent's 2-drop, assuming they played one. Especially if they're player 1, they're more likely to have a 3-2 on turn 2, and then it becomes your turn 2. You coin your 3-3, you kill their 3-2, you get a huge advantage, and then you play a 3-drop on the following turn. Incredible. We can't do that. The best that we have for that is a backstab SI7 on turn 3, after generating a minion on turn 2. Doesn't look like that likely right now. You feel icky? Okay, so what is our response to feeling icky? Our response is going to be ship's cannon, because I don't want to have to hero power an attack, right? If my opponent is aggressive, I don't want to only have a fucking weapon on the field. Are you kidding? Oh, you are going to trade now. Interesting.
Put this apple on your head.
Unfortunately, now it actually has to also include our backstab. Why? Because if that 2-1 trades into our 3-2, we end up with a naked board and they end up with initiative on turn 3. Turn 3 for them can be stupid. Oh, of course. Fuck. Turn 3 for them can be stupidly powerful. I forgot, that's apparently 2 mana. I thought it was 3. And then my opponent had the coin. God damn. Alright, we're not in a great position right now, I'll be honest.
This is my responsibility.
Here we go.
Alright, I can make this a 6 damage weapon next turn. The problem is, having high damage weapons, not that great.
For the Lich King!
Put this apple on your head. Here we go.
Because if I have to use my weapon for all of my removal, I'm just gonna die to my opponent using kill commands and hero power. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I need to generate a big minion.
To my side.
It's possible I die this turn as a result of some bullshit, so I'm gonna be healing up.
Yeah, beat it.
If I get fucking mind control teched, I'm gonna be the saddest dude of all time. There will never be a sadder dude than I. That doesn't make me sad. That doesn't make me sad. 12, 15, no, nowhere near lethal.
Squire, attend
Here
me.
we go.
Ready, sir.
Okay, show me your board clear. Show me your board clear or lose the game. 10, 10, 2. I have 22 damage this turn. And I'm going to remove that for safety's sake. Actually, I probably should have drawn first, but I couldn't draw lethal. No, I still couldn't have drawn lethal. Was that lethal? Hang on. Would have been 6 more to the face and then 3 more. No, it wasn't lethal.
Here we go.
If I draw a card that I can't actually combo with Tinker's Sharpsword, I'll sack the Mechanical Yeti, use the spell from it, and then Tinker's. Yeah. There's a reason I didn't want to keep using my face for removal.
Well played.
You call that a weapon? Well fought.
Well played.
Played 7-1. If I didn't draw that antique heal bot, I was fucked. That would have just been a kill command and a hero power to my face and I would have lost. Like 2 turns ago. This deck would be so good if I just had 3 drops. I still think it's amazing that we got this far. I really do. Especially considering the number of times that we didn't even have that good of an opening hand, and then we still ended up rolling over our opponents. A lot of times, our opponents haven't had strong 3 drops, and when they have, we've had really good responses. So, it's worth noting that I think the luckier side of variance is with us.
Valera versus
And also that it's become far more difficult now that we're at 7-1. Our opponents are going to start to have consistent curves. Oh, baby. I love you and your consistent curves. Nothing gets someone hotter than telling them they have consistent curves. Oh. Roger, I didn't know you could dirty talk like that. That's right. Baby, you got the most consistent curves I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen parabolas. I'm not being hyperbolic, but if I was, that'd be dope as shit, because that's got some cool curves as well, right up that asymptote. Yeah, baby.
Here we go.
That's why I usually turn my phone off. God. Someone just messaged me. Having heard that I had a singing performance recently. They said very nice things, don't worry. It's just...
Here we
I don't like talking.
Mind if I roll need?
I mean, this can't be killed by the hero power, so I think it's actually better for me to establish the weapon and use it. And the reason for that is because Knife Juggler can be the combo trigger for the Defias Ringleader and then immediately shoot out 2 daggers. This can't get removed by a hero power. And then I've got the extra damage from the Wicked Knife. There's almost nothing that my opponent can play that I can't immediately kill with that.
Put this apple on your head.
This is our town, scrub.
That actually might be something I can't kill. Depends on how the daggers go. I can kill it now.
Here we go.
If my opponent slows down in order to kill the 2-1 with a hero power, then we're in a really good position. Fuck. If they don't develop anything, we're in a bad position. We need to top deck a 4-drop. Nope.
Looking at me.
Wow. That hurt to have to do. Passing that turn is almost inevitably going to be what loses us the game.
You're looking at me.
This is not good. I can't develop something and respond on the same turn because of my weak board state, but that's exactly what I need to be doing.
Everyone, get in here. You're looking at me.
I want my opponent to go all in on the Grim Patron. If they can make like a board full of Grim Patrons, I can tinker Sharp Sword Oil and Blade Flurry, and I'll be the happiest dude of all time. But right now, if they do it, they just lose it. They don't lose the game, they just lose their Grim Patron, right? They ping their Grim Patron, I run the 3/3 into one of them, and then the other one stays on the field for a few seconds, as far as they know. They don't know how I would deal with it, but it'd be very likely that I would. I have to stall out until I can actually develop a minion and a Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil in order to remove a board. It's so annoying how this has worked out. All of my well, not all of them. I had some 4-drops earlier, didn't I? No, I didn't. Where? Did I ever play a 4-drop? I think I didn't. Huh.
Here we go.
Wait, that's not gonna work. If our opponent has...
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
I can kill it.
Here we go. I can't do that.
I still lose, but I got to kill that minion, so I feel a little better about myself. If that didn't come back at full health, I would have been fine.
What to do?
Opponent probably wants to freeze my face if at all possible. Yeah, now I don't have my board clear to deal with the onslaught of the Grim Patron. I lose now. Oh well. That was... I mean, closer than it had any business being. Kel'Thuzad is just fucking amazing. The fact that I had to stall out that many turns without a play is... I think it speaks for itself as being stupid. Yeah, we're over. I've used both of my hard removals. There's nothing I can do. Whee!
Ready for this?
I got the scrub. Here we go.
Depends on whether my opponent wants to continue using their Grim Patron, as to whether or not they just go Sea Giant in here, that hits that, and then they ping the new Grim Patron, having a 3-1, a 3-2, and a 3-3 Grim Patron.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh, right, Flame Strike. Blizzard, yeah, well played. There's nothing we can do to come back into this game. Game over.
Everyone, get in here!
Opponent doesn't technically have lethal. Quickly, win the game. Hero power, attack, face. Excellent. They don't technically have lethal. They only have 15 damage. We have 4 more health than 15. Yeah. I'm not gonna play the rest of that game. No, thank you. There is zero cards in my deck that can flip the board that we haven't already used. So there were 2 Assassinates, we used both of them. Tinker's Sharpsword Oil, we used one of them. Blade Flurry, we used it. No, couldn't happen. Bolt of Isoga, we'd used it. Bolt of Isoga, we'd used another one. Yeah, sure, we'd use that as well. The fact that we couldn't, like, in all of those mid-turns, the fact that we had to keep responding without developing anything, due to the price of our removal, and this is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I was firsting the Rogue in Game 1, actually. The price of our removal was so high that we couldn't develop anything alongside it, and that ultimately cost us the game.
Valera versus
Is shot... I thought it was going to be like a Japanese name, but it's no, it's I shot ya. Right, gotcha. Hey, isn't this weird? Like, at the lower ranks, we were versing like a variety of classes, but at the higher ranks, it's all mages. Isn't that weird? I'm only moderately sarcastic there. Not entirely. I have to develop the Fairy Dragon because it's too likely that my opponent is relying on using Frostbolt as removal and or playing a 2-3 which would punish my Defias too heavily. Unfortunately, that means that I have to play a Defias really weakly on turn 3 and then it gets stomped into the fucking dirt by almost every single 2-drop in the game. Sorry, 3-drop in the game. And a lot of the 2-drops.
Dingo.
No reason to attack. If my opponent wants to deprive me of that card and then kill this, like Fireball or something, then they're gonna have to take 3 damage away from attacking my face in order to do so. Why do I feel like I sapped that? So I'm fine with my opponent attacking into the Anabar and sapping my Azure Drake back to hand. Because it at least has a beneficial Kampf Schrei. It's actually probably way better for him than it is for me right now, because that rules out all of my removal options.
Here we go.
Hopefully, it's also removing out all of her removal options. Her being Jaina. I'm referring to the gender of the character.
Ready for action.
Well, looks like I have to give my opponent an Assassinate. Do I or do I sap that?
Thank you.
I think I have to do that. God, just one fucking 4 or lower drop in my hand, please. I want to combo my Tinker's Sharpsword Oil. Oh yeah, sure, let me just combo a Tinker's Sharpsword Oil off another Tinker's Sharpsword Oil.
Ready, sir.
Hey, at least I have 4 fucking... Three fucking combo triggers for my Tinker's Sharpsword Oil next turn. Opponent has a lot of cards in hand. It's almost certain that they have some form of
The
removal.
gates are open.
Huh. Hit this. Thank you.
Here we go.
With that many cards in hand and just all of the end game removal from mages, I think my best shot is straight up to try and just kill them. And if it doesn't kill them, it'll slow them down enough to give me some time to try.
The frost wolves stand ready.
Here we go.
To be honest, I think I'm in a really good position because I did that. Maybe I didn't need to waste the 7 damage weapon charge against the face. Maybe that was wrong. Yeah, there's the flame strike. 4 drop, please.
Here we go.
I needed a 4 drop so I could do 4 drop hero power. I didn't want to have to waste backstab. Oh no, sad.
A fight! Count me in!
Here we go.
So opponent does 8 damage to the face with a ping. How scared am I of that? Am I scared enough to assassinate? That's the question. No. Nope. Not scared enough to assassinate. Because if they ping it, they do 8 damage to the face, and then they fireball, which is, I guess, most likely finisher. That's not enough damage to kill me. That's 1 short. That does 14 damage total.
I'm ready.
If it could kill me, I would have done it. Oh, they traded. Interesting. Did not expect that. That needs to go.
Here we go.
Also, if they did go for that, right? If they had the fireball and they went all out and they put me on 1 health, the fact that I would then turn around an anti-heal bot would completely fucking flip the game. Because they put so much into instantly killing me, for it to just suddenly not pay off, it would be too much. Oh great, I've got to trade 3 things into Sunwalker. Do I?
Shields up.
This guy's toast.
Time for a change. Time for a change.
Here we go.
So I've got an established board, but the problem is my opponent can Flame Strike at any time or Blizzard at any time, and I'm fucked. That means no Flame Strike, that means no Blizzard. In hand, at least right now. Crossbow, okay. Also, if they generate 1 big minion. Kinda screwed.
I got this.
They still need 11 damage to kill me. Young Priestess costs a lot. That's a bad polymorph. Fuck.
Here we go.
If my opponent has a heal in their hand, they win the game. Because this goes up to a 7/7, kills this. Another polymorph, of course. It's their third polymorph, I think.
This is our
We lose. So they need no damage in their hand, right? They've got 8 damage on board, 1 from Hero Power, 7 from Adventure Co. They need no damage in hand, and then we need to somehow top deck something that wins us the game. Not gonna happen. There are literally no cards in our deck that do that. And we got to 7 and 3 off the back of having no fucking...
Well,
Thank you for all of your Sunwalkers and your polymorphs. Please go 12 wins, otherwise I will be disappointed in you. Off the back of having no 3-drops and not getting offered any 3-drops. I'll mention. Off the back of that, we went surprisingly well. 155. We got paid for exactly... Well, we got paid a little bit over what we spent to get in. Plus, we completed 3 quests, which, yay. Epic. Pretty certain I have all of those except for the second recycle, so I should get like 120 gold, 120. Oh. That must have been another pack as well, mixed in there. Okay, cool, cool. That's enough to craft a legendary. I'm very much behind the idea of I kind of want to get Tyrion Forgering. So powerful. He's the most powerful dude of all time. Oh well. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena. The name of the deck has been... God, I've called an arena less than 3 before. And that was because I had no 3-drops and the deck went, I think, okay. And I called it less than 3 because less than 3 in AC or ASCII or ASCII is... a heart? It's like an emoji for a heart. Okay, so I'm going to call it something that relates to the fact that there's only one thing in my 3-drop slot, and that's a SI7 agent. I'm going to say SI7 Commando. Boom! Right? Yeah, because Commandos work alone. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena. The name of the deck has been SI7 Commando. We went 7-3 off the back of surprisingly many poor opening draws by our opponents and good opening draws on our side. A lot of the problems that we faced in our deck were due to not having a substantial curve on our 3-drop slot, where we usually want 4 to 5 solid 3-drop minions. We had 1, and even he needed to be comboed, so it wasn't always a 3-drop minion. Regardless, hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like. It does help me get my content out to new people. There's also a playlist in the description down below with all of my Hearthstone Arena, Hearthstone Ranked, and Hearthstone Adventures, past, present, and future. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. For episode 200, get fucking hype, yo.